action slugfest. That punch landed. Can't land the jab there. Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That right hook catching air.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look...
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round here so far. So much firepower here.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Warrington in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Like to see more jabs. Good counter punching. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. and forth they go. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. That was almost a 10-8. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Counter punching. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Those counter punches have to hurt. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Failing to score with that right. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. As bad as boxing. They ring the bell, and here we go. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with that jab. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Which fighter will say no mas?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's code red time for Josh Warrington. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. At this point, you got to believe. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. That hook was off target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. They both want a knockout, you can tell.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Perfect counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Beautiful counter shot. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. Talk about a one-sided. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen City.
Oh, Quigg. Quigg has got to do something here. How did they survive that?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work for defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That counter punch caught him clean. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Quigg just got belted. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And now they're trying to get... You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Warrington in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. The bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Josh Warrington on the brink now. He couldn't seize the moment.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. That counter shot lands. This is not good for Josh Warrington. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they do